balance between adrenaline and focus in a situation that you're in with bases loaded and nobody out there to finally get out of that without any damage?
It's hard. You want to use the adrenaline, right? In these big games and big spots like that, you want to use it. And sometimes that can kind of spin you out a little bit, even if you feel like you're embracing it. So, to be honest with you, man, this sounds very odd. I've never felt that calm in a baseball game, maybe in my career, especially in a spot like that. But, Barnes steered me through it, and that's all there really is to it. But yeah, we made the pitches we needed to and got out of it. But the way he was able to guide me through that inning was about as good as I've ever seen.
It's interesting that you say that, Walk, because Justin Turner just said after you got the first out against Riley and then the second out against Markakis, that there was just a calmness about you. What exactly was it that Austin was doing so effectively to bring that calmness to that huge situation?
So, in any situation like that, and even, the first hitter of the game or whatever, you have all these game plans and things that you want to do or want to try and do. And at the end of the day, I think Barnes has the best view of the baseball and what it's doing out of my hand of anyone on the field. And him and Will, I'm going to trust what they see and what they want to do more than my guess. You know what I mean? So I liked where we were at. I've failed in those moments. I can handle that failure. I've been through it and I've been good after it. That failure doesn't really scare me anymore. Obviously you don't want to fail, but there's a different feeling when you're not scared of that failure, I think.
How long did it take you to get to the point, Walker, where you could trust and relinquish control and trust your catcher?
To be honest with you, my rookie year, I didn't scout one time. So I don't think that's ever been a difficult thing for me to trust what a guy sees, trust what a guy knows, what he believes when he's back there. And, I do some scouting. I look at some things, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be able to tell you what's working and what's not.
Finally, for me, Walker, you had said last time that your goal was to not walk anybody or not walk as many and to get deeper into the ball game. How do you feel that you've accomplished that today, obviously, with no walks and giving 6 really strong?
We said we were going to be aggressive, and I think we were. And I think, you just happen to make a good pitch at the right time, and it kind of can gloss over some stuff. So, there's always going to be room to improve, but today I definitely think it was a step forward for me in terms of the way that I kept the ball in the strike zone and made pitches when I had to.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Walker, you mentioned Austin steering you there. Before Pache went up there, I think he came out to you and talked. What was that about? Was that just maybe throw more spin to Pache?
No, we've been over all that stuff. There's some, just give me a breather, make sure we're on the same page signs. And obviously it's a big spot in the ball game, especially when our offense has done what they did in the first inning. And you just kind of want to, if not eliminate anything, at least minimize them, and didn't want to give up a run on a cross up or something silly like that.
And with your blisters, Dave just mentioned it's not exactly behind you, but they're better. Have you just mastered how to deal with them, to pitch with them, or are they just that much better right now?
Not me. Possum's been in there figuring it all out. So not on me. We have a good plan and a great team. We have a great team on the field, off the field, and they figured it out.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Bases loaded in the second inning. Walker, did you flash back to your first postseason start?
No, I don't think you think about it, but I think it obviously plays a role. I think we've kind of talked about that. Those failures teach you things, and at the end of the day, it's all about your heartbeat, man. And I think that the more times you go through things like that, your heartbeat kind of changes and can slow down. And, I don't know. I feel like my breathing was good. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds cliche, but my breathing was good and I felt calm.
What did you think when the Ozuna hit that fly ball to right field.
I'm glad we had a right fielder out there, especially a special one like Mookie Betts.
And the miracle blister cure, are you using that Stan's rodeo rub?
I may or may not be, Bill.
Next questions from Alden Gonzalez. Go ahead.
Hey, Walker, you might have answered this somewhat with just trusting your catcher's signs, but I think that was the best fastball hitting team in baseball this year. What gave you the confidence to go almost exclusively fastballs with bases loaded and none out in that second inning?
It's my best pitch. I don't know what else to say besides that. Teams do what they do over courses of years. I do what I do over the course of years. At the end of the day, that's my best pitch. And in a spot like that, I was lucky to put them in the right spot.
Next questions from Dylan Hernandez. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just had my hand up.
Go ahead, Cary.
Walker, how critical was it for you to kind of go out there with a lead with your teammates giving you a lead in that first inning?
That's as big a deal as anything in this game. I think, especially in big games like this, if you can go out, have a clean first, try and create some sort of momentum. Obviously, I didn't swing the bat, but you want to try and set a tone. And I think that first inning was quick, and guys got in, and then they kind of do what they do. And to walk back out there in the second inning with a 3-0 lead is a big deal for us.
And when's the last time that you remember having the stuff and the command kind of on par with each other like this?
There was some stuff in there that I didn't like tonight. I don't know if my curveball was particularly good. My slider wasn't particularly good. So I think that moves us back to what Barnes was able to do and get me in the right spots to throw what I was able to throw well tonight.
Next question from Andy McCullough. Go ahead.
Hey, Walker, does 6 innings in a postseason game like this feel more like sort of exhausting than 6 in a regular season game? Dane was saying you kind of emptied the tank, which is why he went to the bullpen.
Yeah, I had to in the second inning. I had to in the fourth inning, I think it was. And every pitch is just a little bit bigger and they add up. Obviously, we have a great bullpen. When they take me out, I don't feel like we're losing anything. If you look at the guys we have back there and what they can do with the baseball, it's pretty special. So, we made a group decision as we usually do and move forward from there.
Thank you.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, DG.
Yeah, as big as every out is in games like this, that play in the 6th with Ozzie Albies, how weird was that and was it a little surprising?
What play is it?
The play where Muncy swiped the tag and dropped the ball and he didn't touch first base.
Oh yeah, that was an odd one. I kind of went after him because I didn't know if he had touched the base or not. But these things happen. I don't know. It wasn't me. I just kind of picked it up and tagged the guy. But no, I haven't seen that one before.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Walker. Thanks.